Hello, welcome to the I Am Jen Wilson, the Healing Rebel podcast. Today, I'm flying solo, and I wanted to talk about the caption that you see a lot on social media that says, do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. I used to live by that concept, but what it meant was I worked every day and I worked all day, every day. If somebody asked, oh, could you cover this class at this time? If it had a space in my diary, I did it. Oh, can you do a massage on this day, do a personal training session on this day? There was space in the diary, I did it. And why? Because I was doing what I loved. But I was never resting, I was never relaxing, I was never taking time for myself. I was saying yes to everybody else and no to me. And there's a big issue with that, especially for those of us that are living with chronic health conditions, particularly autoimmune conditions. There is a big issue with that, because if you're saying yes to everybody else, then you're completely ignoring all the signs and signals and even symptoms that your body is sending you, saying, I need attention. You need to give some time, some love to you. You need to rest. Now, for rest for some people, an 8-hour sleep and a nice walk at some point through the day can be a great rest. For other people, it's going out for a cup of tea with a friend, or a coffee for a friend. For other people, it's sitting reading a book. And for other people, it's going for a massage, or playing a musical instrument, or drawing, or writing. There are so many different ways that we can rest and relax. Now, if you attach onto that what it is you do for work, then you're not being restful, because you're still thinking about what it is that you do for work. So I could all day long be reading about anatomy, physiology, and Pilates, and movement, and health modalities. I could spend all day learning about this stuff. But if you only immerse yourself in that 24/7, one, your brain doesn't get time to actually learn what it is that you're listening to, reading, learning. It doesn't get that chance to be able to slot it into the right parts of your brain so that you actually know it. Just filling yourself with information. When you're in that space, you're in that sympathetic nervous system, in that action, in that attention, fight and flight to an extent. But if you're loving it, you don't feel like you're in fight or flight, but you're in that action space of your nervous system. And you can't heal your body in that space. And I speak from personal experience when I say this. You need to have the downtime, the decompression time, the relaxation time. And that relaxation time needs to be what feels like relaxation for you. That's not connected to what you do for your work, because that's not you in parasympathetic nervous system. You want to be in that space where you feel like you just, everything feels soft and squishy and you've let go. So that when you go back to what you do, you are more vibrant, you're stronger, you're engaged, you're productive, you're enthused about it, because you can only run on the adrenaline for so long. You know, I loved teaching my classes, absolutely loved teaching my spin classes, but teaching 15 classes in a week, my body was going, I can't do any more. And by that 10th class, my body was going, just going through the motions now. And I was getting the buzz from the adrenaline, but my soul wasn't singing. And actually, 3 or 4 classes a week would have been the sweet spot of that is me at my peak for all of those classes, with time and days in between. Teaching 2 and 3 classes in one day of high intensity exercise is not good for you. And whatever industry that you work in, so if you're a teacher, if you work in an office, if you are a coach, whatever, if you're a massage therapist, even when I do massage or Reiki, I only do 1 or 2 treatments within a day, and I only work on 3 days a week where I see clients. Because if I do more than that, I'm not giving my best. And I want to always give my best, which means I need to give less so that when I do give, I am giving my best. And it can feel so counterintuitive. It can feel so counterproductive, because if you do what you love, you never work another day in your life. But that doesn't mean to say you have to work every single day. No, you do not. Because do you live to work or work to live? As I saw one of my friends share the other day, that nice little reminder. There's more to life than work. And we want to feel happy in life. We want to feel like we're thriving. We don't want to feel like, even though we love what we're doing, it's the same old every single day. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. I want you to take stock of your days, your weeks, your months, your years. As I'm recording this, there's 4 months to the end of 2025. I'm still in 2019. What has happened through these years? And I know that they say as you get older, time goes faster, but holy bejolly, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And that's me at 45, and time is zipping past. So do you feel when you go to bed at the end of the day that all your needs have been met? That's a good tool to use. Have you eaten enough of the good foods that make you nourished? Have you hydrated properly? Have you done the things that fill your soul? Do you feel like your day has been complete so that you can get a restful sleep? And if you're not getting a restful sleep at night, there's something happening in the day that's overstimulating or not being nourished, that's why your body's not able to get into that restful space. And that all this that stuff that I'm saying to you in your ears is stuff that I have to say out loud, so that I'm saying it to myself too, because I need to hear this too. I need these reminders. Last Sunday I was at the Glasgow Girls Club Rooftop Brunch Club. You should totally check it out. I think their next one's in October. Well, obviously it depends when you listen to this, but check out the Glasgow Girls Club Rooftop Brunch Club and see when their next event is. And my friend Carrie, who was on the podcast just a couple of episodes ago, Sage in the Sky, she did a 3-card reading for me. And the reading was about transition and change and nurture and taking support, emotional support where needed. And when I first saw, because it was the King of Cups, the Death card, and the Lovers card, and I was like, 2 major arcanas, that means big stuff's happening. But sometimes the big stuff isn't giant. Like, it doesn't mean that the whole world's going to get sugared. And for me it's been come back to Reiki, come back and do a daily Reiki practice on yourself. Give yourself a little bit of breathing space and a little bit of nourishment, because I had got into a habit of being distracted all day long, and I wasn't getting restful sleeps at night. I wasn't feeling peaceful in myself, and just that little tweak has been changing and has helped just slow me down, calm me down with the racing thoughts, because I was still experiencing a little bit of panic. A few wee panic attacks have come up. Small things didn't go the way they should have, and I was like, not coping very well with it. And that's not for me, as when I'm in a good space, that's not normal. And that's how I know I need to bring it in, calm it down, cool it down, and do things to nourish me. If this has resonated with you, if you know somebody that needs to hear this, please do share it. Leave a comment, any thoughts on how you feel about that statement. Do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Set your work 24/7. Make sure that you are subscribed wherever you're watching or listening to this so that you don't miss any future episodes. Hope you enjoyed last week's episode with Jean. She is just the best. And if you want to be a guest or you know somebody that you would like me to have a chat to, then please do connect us, because I'm always looking for people to connect with and chat to. Love to speak to people. And I'm going to sign off now. Enjoy whatever you're up to over the next few days, and I will see you on the next